yes, ask him to come in. Hi, Brian.
Oh, Mac.
Come in. Come in. Please sit down.
Thank you.
Well, can I get you some coffee or anything?
Oh, no, thank you. I've been cutting down recently.
I can understand that with all the excitement we've had lately.
Yes, and our caseload is unusually heavy for this time of year.
Oh? Do you have enough help?
Yes, I suppose. Jerry's there.
Sound a little doubtful.
Oh, no, not about Jerry or his competence. This is a very trying time for him. He's very concerned about his mother.
You mean you haven't heard a word from Margot yet?
No, nothing.
Well, no wonder he's so concerned. The police are still searching, I assume.
Oh, yes, but we just haven't come up with any new information at all.
That's terrible.
Now, what about you, Mac? How's the family? Everything pretty well back to normal?
Pretty much. We're picking up our lives. You should see Jamie with that baby.
Spends a lot of time at the house now, does he?
No, not that. He's busier than I am, if that's possible. I haven't seen the surface of my desk since I've been back. But that's par for the course.
Well, you still haven't said how you are. You sounded rather disturbed when we spoke earlier.
Yeah, well, I haven't been sleeping too well lately.
Aren't you feeling well?
No, I'm fine physically. It isn't that.
Well, good. But you did want to talk to me.
Yes. There's been something gnawing at the back of my mind.
Well, is there something I can help you with?
I hope so.
Then let's hear it.
I need to know from you, Brian, what is the legal status of Matthew's paternity?
Jordan, I have to talk to you.
Can't right now.
It's very important.
Blaine, I said I can't talk about anything right now.
Why? What are you working on?
Just some calculations for the dock project.
That can wait.
But, Jess Cooper can't.
Jordan, this will only take a minute.
Baby, Jess Cooper waits for nothing.
Right.
Now, why don't you, go fix yourself something and, I'll be with you in a little while.
Jordan, I don't want something. I want you to talk to me.
Hey, you really are upset about something, aren't you?
How could you tell?
Oh, yeah. Those, twin little lines.
They give me away, do they?
I don't like to see my baby unhappy. You know that, don't you?
Sure, Jordan.
So you want? Just to prove to you how important you are to me, I'm gonna let Jess wait for a little while before he gets those figures. Now, tell me, what's got you so upset?
It's not so much that I'm upset. I just need to know something.
Well, you're gonna ask it? Or, should we use this time a little bit more interestingly?
Okay. Just tell me. What exactly do you have in mind for this escort service?
Pretty good-looking jacket you got there, huh? Bet you it's warm.
Well, it beats the one I have. But, you know, it's not really...
Now what?
I don't know. I just can't get used to this cold, you know?
Yeah. Hey, you know that sister I told you about lives in Costa Mesa?
Yeah.
She says your blood gets thin when you live in a warm climate, eh? She comes up here, freezes off a McGill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, so that's why you got problems keeping warm. It ain't the jacket.
Assisted by tropical blood, huh?
Yeah. It'll thicken up after a while, guaranteed.
Well, if it doesn't freeze first.
Hey, look, you're not in any danger, just so long as you keep moving fast, huh?
Is it my imagination, or is this place a lot emptier than it was this time yesterday?
You ain't wrong. Hey, give me a hand here.
Yeah, sure. So where is everybody?
Steele sent most of the crew home before you got here.
Really? What?
Look, all I know is some guy said some vital piece of equipment didn't show up, put a lot of guys out of work, so they went home.
With pay, right?
You got it.
Oh, man, there sure have been a lot of problems around here lately.
You're telling me?
And now, the continuing story of Another World.
How was your date last night?
You know,
Not too wild, huh?
not wild enough, that's for sure.
Oh, what kind of girl were you looking for? After all, she was just a date.
Well, they don't all have to be 10s.
Well, lucky for the girls. So what'd you do? Where'd you go?
We went ice skating and we went out for pizza.
I bet you showed them a couple tricks on the ice, huh?
We weren't playing hockey, Clarice.
I know.
I did do some fancy footwork a couple of times. But I couldn't tell if I impressed Jolene or not.
Jolene, I thought your date was Debbie.
It was. We doubled with Chuck and Jolene.
Oh, well, I'm sorry Jolene wasn't impressed.
Oh, so am I. Now, Jolene, she's a 10. Maybe a 10 and a half.
This I gotta see.
Maybe you will. I think I'm gonna ask her out.
I guess we need to put this over there with the other stuff.
All right.
Oh, look at that kid. He looks like he thinks we're gonna leave him behind. Hey, sweetheart. Don't look so worried. Mama's not gonna leave you here.
Do we have to go?
Honey, you're gonna love living in the big new house. You're gonna have a bigger room and a backyard to play in. Won't you like that?
Hey, what's wrong?
Oh, come on, honey. Oh. I don't know, Leigh.
Don't you want to move either?
Well, sure I do. It should be one of the happiest days of my life.
Should be. You mean it isn't?
Well, you want to know the truth?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like just sitting here and crying.
Oh, hey. Beginnings are always a little scary.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you know?
Hey, who just moved recently, huh? One guess.
Were you scared?
Witless.
Well, you didn't let on.
Pretty good act, huh?
I'll say.
Yeah, you and Larry made it pretty easy on me. Having a family can make it easy.
I suppose so. I mean, I shouldn't feel sorry to leave this place. After all, it's not that great, but I sure was happy here.
Hey, kid, hand me that wrench. Hey, fella, keep your mind on the job, will you?
Oh, sorry, I was just thinking about something.
Yeah, I noticed. Look, you better let Steele do the thinking, okay? He's hired you for muscles to get moving.
All right, sorry.
No sweat. Just give me that wrench there. Hey, help me hold this in place, will you? See if I can get this part off, find out what the trouble is. Oh, so,
There you go.
what's on your mind?
Oh, it's nothing really. I was just thinking about what we were talking about earlier.
You mean about all things going wrong, huh? Like this gizmo here?
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost as if this project was jinxed or something.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Is it usual? I mean, all these foul-ups?
Nah. Hey, look, I've worked a lot of construction jobs. I never seen one with as many problems as this one's got. Hey, let's see if we can tilt this thing, huh?
Yeah. Ever since I got here, it's been happening.
Yeah, at first there was that fire.
And the machinery froze.
Yeah, then all those equipment failures, like with this job here.
And that piece that didn't show up.
Yeah. Hey, before you got here, there was a big chemical spill. Yeah, I can't budge it.
Strange, isn't it?
It ain't normal, I'll tell you that.
You ever stop just wonder about what's behind all these problems?
Sure I do. But it's not my business. Matt Cory's the man that's got to be concerned.
Matt Cory, huh? Has he been down here?
Yeah, he just sits up there in his office all day.
Well, isn't anybody checking out these accidents?
Hey, sort of. That stepson of his has been down here, nosing around.
You don't like him, huh?
I ain't got nothing against him personally.
It's just that you don't think that he's experienced enough to be investigating all these...
What do I know, huh? I just don't think he's gonna do us any good.
Why not?
Look, he's just a young kid, wet behind the ears, all right?
Too young, huh? You ever seen him?
Yeah, look, a couple of times. Next time I see him, I'll point him out to you, okay?
Yeah, do that.
Cory, honey, you want to help Mama and Ada? Why don't you pick that up and take that down the truck as we go, okay? Atta boy. Okay.
Oh, hey, look who showed up to lend a hand.
Hi, Jerry.
Hello, Clarice. Ada, need some help?
I think the guys could use some. Listen, any word about your mother?
No, not yet.
Well, don't give up hope.
I'm trying not to.
Well, they'll find her, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Listen, honey, we're taking the poo down to the truck. Where should we put it so it won't get crushed?
Just put it beside the truck. We're going to stack it on top. Lee's down there rearranging everything.
Okay, come on. Let's go.
Well, nice of you to offer to help me, buddy.
Offer? I didn't think you gave me any choice. Anyway, it looks like I'm a little bit late to be of any real help.
You planned it that way. I know guys like you always wait for the heavy stuff to get packed. What's the matter? You look a little down.
I got a lot on my mind, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Come to think of it, you don't look so up yourself.
It's nothing.
Moving got you down?
No, it's not that. This thing with Odell's really got me bugged.
Yeah, it's been on my mind, too.
I can't figure out what he wants to talk to me about.
Well, you are going to find out soon enough, so don't let it ruin your day, okay? Huh?
You're right. I won't. Hey, you say you want to help me?
Sure. What do you want me to do?
Grab these chairs over here.
You mean you're taking those with you?
Yeah, I'm taking these chairs. Get a move on.
At least let me work up to something, easier than this. It's heavy.
You got the couch next to it.
The heck I do.
You want to know about Matthew's legal status?
Yes, that's right. It's the legal question that's been troubling me a lot lately.
Well, I could see how it would, especially since you and Rachel have reconciled and you've decided to raise the child as your own.
Yes, that's right. That's why I need to know the legal ramifications of the situation in case, something should arise.
Just what do you expect, Mac?
Well, I don't know. Nothing, maybe, but... Well, now that we know Mitch is alive and now that he's back here...
It would be wise for you to consider the negative possibilities.
I think so. You see, Mitch is spending more and more time with the boy, and I'm just worried that he might get so attached to him that he'd want to take him away from Rachel and me.
Well, there could be situations that would allow him that right.
Brian, what are you saying?
Simply this, that Mitch does have the right to try to take him, legally, that is, should he ever prove that you or Rachel are unfit parents. Now remember, Matthew is Mitch's son.
Oh, I know that all right, but he's agreed that we should raise him.
Well, that doesn't prove anything, Mac, in a court of law. See, Mitch Blake is legally the child's father.
No, that's not true. Rachel and I were married when Matthew was born. Any child born during that time, I'm the father legally. I mean, unless I make some public denouncement of it, I certainly haven't done that. Well, I admit, I was emotionally devastated when I found out that Mitch was his father, not I. But I've come to terms with that. I want to be sure that I can protect the child legally.
I understand that, Mac. Believe me, I do. But that doesn't mean anything. Your rights would be overridden in a court of law.
I'm afraid you'll have to explain that to me. The birth shall tell me that. That means that if Mitch wanted to claim his son, he could take him away from Rachel and me.
That's a remote possibility, Mac. The courts are still rather biased about the mother retaining custody of her child, just as long as she's proven to be fit. And there's certainly no doubt about Rachel's being fit as a mother.
No, of course not. Then Actually, you think there's no danger of his getting custody of Matthew.
I didn't say no danger. No one can give you any guarantees about that.
Then it could happen. That's what you're actually saying. He could take Matthew from Rachel and me.
Yes. I'm afraid he could do just that.
Look, Steele, I'm waiting for some answers from you.
You're not listening too good, are you, kid?
No, I'm listening to you. I just haven't heard anything to satisfy me yet.
So ask. Whatever you want. What do you want to know?
All right. The answer to a pretty simple question. What happened to the equipment that was supposed to arrive this morning?
Come on, Frank. Don't give me a hard time. Now, I'm paid to run this project, not to play detective to some lost equipment.
Well, I thought it was part of your job.
Well, not my book. That's receiving's job.
Oh, they said it was your job.
Somebody down there passing a buck.
They said the same about you. And I tend to agree with them. So, why don't you just get on this phone and ask some questions and see what happened to that machine?
Is that an order?
Well, take it any way you like. But I am making you responsible for locating.
Sorry, kid, you got the wrong party.
Listen, man, I want to see those shipping orders, and I want to see them now. Do you understand me?
We don't have them.
What do you mean you don't have them?
They're misplaced.
Oh, you mean lost, don't you?
Lost.
Or maybe they never existed in the first place.
They're lost. But all I can tell you is nobody knows where they are.
I want you to find them, and right now, you understand me?
I can't conjure them up out of thin air.
Okay. Okay, Steele. I'm just going to assume that they've been destroyed. What about the purchase order?
Gone too.
Gone. What kind of operation are you running around here?
You are the only one that's ever complained so far.
I don't believe that. But I'm going to continue to complain. And if you can't handle this job in a responsible way, I'm going to have to find someone who can. You got me?
Anybody home?
Yeah, and here, who is it?
It's me, it's Rachel.
Rachel, my first house guest.
Yeah. Listen, would you take this? It's awfully heavy.
You mean you bought this for us?
No, I just want you to hold it. Give my house a rest. Of course it's for you.
Oh, that's so
For you,
sweet
it's for the
of
house.
you. You didn't have to do that.
Well, I wanted to. Oh, Clarice, this is just darling. Isn't it pretty? You must be so excited.
Yeah, sort of.
What do you mean, sort of? This is your first home. You've got to be excited.
Oh, well, you know, I'm just numb from all the work, and it's been a long day. Oh, thanks so much for your plan. It really spruces the place up.
Where's Mom? I thought she was going to be helping you.
No, she is helping, but she's at the old place with Leigh, and they're cleaning up. I said, Ada, don't do too much. So
Yeah,
she's doing too
she
much.
does come. Yeah. Where's Cory?
Well, he's so tuckered out that he fell asleep as soon as he got here.
Oh, poor little guy. You know, moving's hard on the kids. They love their familiar environments.
No, you know,
Can I help?
sure you can. He was really kind of difficult today.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Listen, you want to just stick all this in the
Clarice,
dishwasher?
where are you? Well, this thing is so big, I don't... Oh, there you are. I've been looking all over the place for you. Rachel, hi. Blaine, hi. I didn't expect to see you here. This is like a party or something.
Well, you know what they say about kitchens.
Yeah, good parties always wind up in them.
Here you go. This is for you guys.
Welcome
to your home.
It's so sweet of you. You're a sweetheart.
I see, somebody else has a plan.
Yeah, Rachel. Well, they look nice together, don't they?
Looks like we almost planned it, huh?
Well, you know what they say about great minds.
No, I don't, but I hope it's good.
It's good, it's good.
Hey, what's going on in here? Sounds like you ladies are having a tea party while Jerry and I are breaking our backs.
Oh, you poor baby. Why don't you guys take a break and I'll make some sandwiches or some coffee or, you know, if I can find the cups or the
That
coffee.
sounds great, honey. I'm starving. Listen, you got to come in the living room and show me where you want that couch.
Oh, Rachel, why don't you help me? My mind's just spinning. I've had so many decisions to make all day.
So, how have you been, Blaine?
Fine, really fine. Yeah, I really am fine.
I hope you'll try not to have any more, accidents.
Jerry,
Don't, please. Just drop it. It's over. I want to forget about it.
Okay, I'll drop it, but only if you promise me one thing.
Oh, sure, anything.
What?
Promise me that if you ever need some help, you'll let me know, all right?
Okay. I can promise you that.
Mac, you cannot believe what is going down there at the dock project.
Why don't you tell me about it?
Well, it's just one thing after another. Orders lost, equipment missing, employees sent home.
Not to mention the series of apparent accidents we've been experiencing.
Well, I hope you still believe they're not accidents, Mac.
Yes, I certainly do. Look, Jamie, I know that I put you in charge of finding out the source of our difficulties down at the dock, but...
But nothing, Mac. Now, you know as well as I do, if these accidents continue to occur, we're going to lose our insurance coverage, and we're going to have to close that whole place down.
Yes, I'm aware of that. I'm also aware of the financial repercussions if we do close down. But I do not intend to have you deeply involved in this situation, Jamie, if it is anything other than simply a series of unfortunate occurrences.
Mac, I don't know. Maybe I am overreacting, but I can't help but feel that this Ken Steele is at the bottom of all this.
Oh? Do you have some reason to believe that?
I have reason to believe he's incompetent, if not downright destructive.
What causes you to make that kind of judgment about him?
Okay, just today, for instance, the equipment doesn't arrive, right? So he sends most of the crew home.
Well, that makes sense to me. Why keep the whole crew if there's nothing for them to work with?
No, wait a minute. That's just the beginning. Now, I asked to see the paperwork on the equipment. It just doesn't exist. Now, I tell you, Max, something is going on down there.
Right, but calm down.
Well, it just makes me so angry, Max.
Of course it makes you angry. Frustrations always make us all angry. But it isn't going to do you or the project any good to let it get to you this way, Jamie.
You're absolutely right. It's just... I don't know what to do next.
There's something I know you could do, which would please me very much.
Well, name it.
Take the rest of the day off.
I can't do that.
I think it would do you good to spend the afternoon away from these problems. It would give you a new perspective. You could come back fresh tomorrow.
No, Mac, I can't. I'm sorry, but there's no way I can take off right now.
It isn't going to do you any good to go down to the dock in the state you're in now, Jamie.
Well, I know, but even if I don't go down to the docks, I've got a mountain of paperwork on my desk.
Do you really think you can take care of a lot of paperwork, feeling the way you feel now?
It just won't wait.
There is nothing that won't wait one afternoon, Jamie.
I'll just get behind. Liz will bring in a whole new stack of work, and I won't catch up.
So what? Nobody's standing over you with a whip.
Well, that just makes me want to do it more. That makes me want to clear that desk off, even if I have to stay here all night.
Well, I guess I'm not going to talk you into coming home, am I?
No, I guess not.
Will you do one thing, then? Will you take a break? Go have something to eat. Would you at least do that?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Good. Maybe I can relax a little then.
I'm sorry. I know I've been behaving like a wild man.
No, not like a wild man, like a man who's under too much pressure.
Well, you've given me a big responsibility for this dock project, Mac. And I don't intend to let you down. And, that's a promise.
Okay, everybody, time for break. Food.
Great. I sure would like a beer. Oh, gosh. Oh, it feels so good to sit down for a change.
Claire, you want a beer, right, Jerry? What do you want?
Might as well finish myself off with a beer.
Well, have a sandwich, too.
Oh, thanks.
This is good, Clarice.
Oh, thanks.
You know, when you guys asked me to help out, I didn't think you wanted me to use my muscles, too.
We didn't want you over here for your good looks.
Well, at least for my cool and precise mind. You know, I'm at my best when I'm making decisions.
That was Clarice's job today. Commander, I want to congratulate you on a wonderful day.
Well, if I'd left it up to you, you probably would have put the pots and the pans in the bedroom or something.
Clarice, this place is shaping up so beautifully.
Maybe that is.
Maybe it's your next-door neighbor asking for a cup of sugar.
Well,
hey, Larry, Clarice, need another hand?
Well, you're a little late. We just quit.
Well, that's what I call perfect timing. Hey, Joey, who's your friend?
This is Sandy Alexander. He's sort of new to Bay City. This is Larry and Clarice Ewing.
How you doing?
And this is Jerry Grove.
Hey, glad to meet you.
And this is my boss, Blaine Ewing, Larry's sister.
Welcome to Bay City, Sandy.
Oh, so this is your new boss, huh?
Yeah, you better believe it.
Well, it must be a nice place to work.
Oh, she won't be working there much longer. She's getting her own place.
Oh, yeah? Where's that?
Do you know the supper club at all?
No, I don't. I don't really get around too much yet.
Yeah, well, she'll be running it on her own.
Except it's not going to be called the supper club any longer.
Oh, yeah, I heard they're changing the name of the Connection.
The Connection, huh?
Yeah, it's a singles bar. You know, they're going to have an escort service out of it, like those ones I saw up in Reno.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't see why you're so upset.
Because the child we're raising is legally Mitch Blake's. Rachel, why didn't you let me know that Matthew is recorded on his birth certificate as Mitch Blake's son, as Matthew Blake?
I didn't even think of it.
You didn't think of it? Something as important as that?
Well, if you remember, I was in the hospital having a baby you didn't want to claim. I was released from prison. I had a few other things on my mind.
I'm aware of all the circumstances, Rachel.
I didn't even know if we were going to stay married.
I realize that, dear.
When they came to me and they said, who is the father of the child, I just thought I should tell the truth. Everyone knew it anyway. So I said it was Mitch Blake. After all, he is the baby's father.
You don't ever have to remind me of that, Rachel. There's been quite a long time when you could have told me. Don't you realize what that one little piece of paper is doing to us?
No, I don't realize what it's doing to us. It doesn't make any difference at all. You're going to be the baby's father. That's what we both want.
I wish it were that simple.
Well, why isn't it? Is there some problem?
Yes, a big problem.
What?
According to Brian, it is entirely possible for Mitch Blake to claim the child.
He wouldn't do that. I wouldn't let him.
You wouldn't want him to. But someday, he might very well want his own child.
It's my child, and the courts wouldn't allow that.
The courts might not allow it now, but who knows what the future is going to bring? What if you were ill for a long time? What if something happened to you?
Darling, you're the baby's father and everything except name. You'd raise it, of course.
Not necessarily. Not if Mitch wanted the child. I would have no legal claim to the child that I was raising. He could take it any time.
Well, I just think you're worrying about nothing. I don't think that's ever going to happen. Look at the situation with Jamie.
That's different, Rachel. Entirely different. Steve Frame is dead. Look, I've been thinking about this I've been thinking about it for a long time. There's only one solution. If we're going to forestall this happening with Matthew, I want to adopt him legally as my son.
No, you can't do that.
Why can't I? I'm raising him.
Mitch is the baby's father. You can't take that away from him.
Are you telling me you don't want me as Matthew's father?
You happy?
Oh, I'm tired. I'm real tired. You?
I'm beat, if you want to know the truth. You still didn't say.
Say what?
If you're happy. I want you to be happy.
Well, I want to be.
But you aren't. You know I want you to be happy, baby.
I know you do, sweetheart.
Come on. Spill it out, honey. What's bothering you?
Well, I just don't know if we did the right thing by buying this house, that's all.
Look, is that all you're worried about?
Well, yeah, sure.
Well, don't worry about that anymore. Everything's gonna be all right.
I'm trying not to worry. I've been trying ever since that they accepted our offer. But, Larry, it's such a big responsibility.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, what if we can't make it?
We're gonna make it, all right?
I think you're worried about it, too, if you want to know the truth.
I'm not.
Well, why are you pacing? Did I say something to upset you?
I'm not upset.
Larry, you don't tell me that. I know you pretty well, you know.
Really, Clarice, it's nothing you said.
I didn't mean to complain about the responsibility.
It's not that.
Well, then what is it?
I got a call from the police commissioner's office.
Oh, that's kind of unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. He wants to talk to me tomorrow. That's why I'm so uptight.
Well, what does he want to talk to you about?
I haven't the foggiest idea. That's why I'm so worried.
Do you think it might have to do with the loan that you got from Jordan?
No, it is not that.
Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure.
Well, then, what do you think it is?
I don't know what it is. I'm just sure it's not that loan.
Larry, will you tell me what's going on?
Look, you don't want to know, Clarice.
I do. I want to have my mind set at ease.
Okay, all right. You remember when I was assigned to track down Mac and Jamie?
Uh-huh.
Well, I did something that I think could get me in a lot of hot water if they find out.
What, Larry? What did you do? Not something illegal.
Well, they might interpret it as that.
Well, what?
Well, I caught up to them, Mac and Jamie, in a station house, a little town called Green Gables.
Yeah, you called me from there. Yeah.
Well, I told them that I had to take them in.
But Jamie wasn't arrested until you reached Red River.
That's right.
Well, so what happened?
Well, Mac told me how important it was for him and Jamie to go after Rachel, to keep her from... Well, that doesn't make any difference. The thing is that they asked me to turn my head while they got on the train.
And you did it?
Yeah. I let them get away. You understand my position?
Oh, honey, of course I do. I would have done the same thing, honey.
Well, you know, I mean, I just couldn't see doing that. It was like Mac and Jamie, they're family.
I know.
I had to give them a break.
I don't blame you.
You don't?
No, honey. I feel the same way you do about them. So, who do you think knows that you let them go?
I think the FBI does. I think they probably talked to the station master or a passenger while I went to go get the car. Anyway, Colton probably knows. I don't know. I might just be imagining things.
What if the police commissioner did find out?
Well, I hope he didn't, but I can't imagine what else he'd want to talk to me about.
What would happen to you if he did find out?
I don't know, baby. I really don't, but it wouldn't be good.
Larry, could you lose your job?
Okay, and the bathroom's spotless. I'm proud of myself. It's the best job I've ever done.
It's also the only job you've ever done.
Yeah.
What about that sink over there? Is
Yeah, I
that
did
clean?
that before I did the bathroom.
Okay, good. Well, I don't want to leave a mess for the next tenant now. I hope that's everything.
Well, why do you have to clean? Isn't that what they charge a cleaning fee for?
Well, yeah, but I don't like to leave things dirty.
Yeah, compulsive.
Okay.
Where should I put this stuff?
Put it all over there.
All
We'll
right.
pick it up on the way to the other house.
Good idea.
All right. That about does it. What do you think? How's it look?
Looks great. Gotta hand it to you, Ada. You really know where all the dirt hides out at. Maybe you ought to forget about the beauty shop and start a janitorial service instead.
Oh, well, that's a terrific idea. Sometimes I feel like I run one anyway.
Well, you work too hard. You know? There we go. What's wrong with a little comfortable dirt anyway?
That's what Charlie always used to say.
Ah, it runs in the family, I guess. Why don't we sit down?
Yeah, why don't we sit down?
That's a good idea. I'm beat. Oh, where do we sit?
What's the matter with the floor?
Yeah, the floor. Well, I always sit on the floor. It can be kind of comfortable.
That's because you got young knees.
What is that supposed to mean?
That's supposed to mean that my knees crack.
Ada.
Crack.
Everyone's knees crack when they're on their feet all day long.
Oh, they do? Well, that makes me feel better. Whew, I thought only mine did.
Comfortable?
No. My bones are as old as my knees. How's school?
Don't ask.
What's the matter? You got problems?
Well, not really, no.
Well, gotta give yourself time to adjust, you know?
It won't help. Doesn't matter where I go. School's always been tough for me. I don't know. If I could figure out a way of staying on the hockey team without staying in school, I'd do it.
Oh, swell. You seem like a bright kid. I don't know why school should be tough for you.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I guess I got plenty of brains, but I just don't know. They just don't adapt to books. Now, Denny, he's smart. He never had to crack a book in his life, and he got straight A's all through school.
You didn't, though, huh?
I never had the concentration.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd sit down in front of the television set with my books and couldn't get a thing done.
Oh, boy. No wonder.
No, that wasn't it. Even if the room was completely quiet. Actually, if the room was completely quiet, I'd get less done than if it wasn't. But anyway, I don't know. I just couldn't concentrate.
Well, look, if you need a quiet place to study, or if you need a noisy place to study, or if you just need a place to hang out, you're welcome to come to my house, okay?
Thanks, Aid. I'll remember that.
Okay. Now, why don't we get the rest of this stuff together and get over to the other house?
Good idea.
Oh,
Crack.
balls, crack.
All right.
There we go.
Ready?
Yeah, that's the most important thing in your life, right?
That's it, right there. Absolutely.
That frame kid was down here again today, poking around. And nothing. He didn't find anything, but, he worries me.
I'm listening.
He might stumble into something, and I can't let that happen. My neck is on the line here.
Is there, anything I can do?
Get that kid out of my hair, Scott.
Oh, I'm sure that can be arranged. I'll, see what I can do.
Look, Scott, it's your neck as well as mine. So you better take care of it. Or I'll tell that frame kid what he wants to know.
Fine. And thanks for calling.
Trouble?
No. At least nothing I can't handle. How'd the move go?
Clarice and Larry's move?
Yeah, I guess they're pretty excited, huh?
Yeah. Well, Larry's excited anyway.
Oh, good, good. Well, as I said, every man deserves his castle. Hey, speaking of castles, why don't you go around to our new house and take an inventory of the things we're going to be needing? Okay?
Yeah, I just might do that.
Now listen, baby. This house is just the beginning for you and me. Baby, we are going right up to the top.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another Work.